All right, Kristen, here's the help you asked for. I'm not sure if this is necessary, but I do think it might make it a little bit easier. I'm going to change cotangent. See, it's cotangent of x. Well, that's 1 over tangent of x. But tangent of x, if you remember, that's sine over cosine. So that means that cotangent of x is cosine over sine. Okay? So if I take that out and write cosine over sine, now we've got f of x is cosine x over sine squared x. Okay? So now we're going to do low d high minus high d low all over low low. I hope that's the quotient rule. That's how we're remembering it. We say it a lot here at school, but I don't know if you've heard that very much. So low, sine squared x. D high, negative sine of x. So the low one times the derivative of the high. Minus high d low, cosine x, times the derivative of sine squared. Okay, sine of x squared. That's what that means. Well, it's 2 times sine of x times the derivative of what's inside, which is cosine of x. Let me make sure that's right. Okay? Yep, good. So, we're going low d high minus high d low, so 2 sine of x cosine of x all over low low. So all over sine to the 4th of x, squaring sine squared. Okay? All right, so what do we get on top? Ooh, that was too far of a push down. All right, on top we get negative sine cubed of x minus 2 cosine squared x sine of x all over sine of x to the 4th sine to the... Okay, so now notice we can factor out a sine of x and you're left with 1 plus 2 cosine squared x all over sine, well, to the 4th. Here, watch this. Sine cubed of x times sine of x. So bam, bam. So now you're left with negative 1 plus 2 cosine squared x all over sine cubed of x. And I think that's about the best you can do with that question. Okay? Next. Okay, so anytime you have a function to a power to find h prime of t, you take the power, you multiply it by what's inside, to the 1 less power, but then you have to multiply by the derivative of what's inside, the derivative of that. So what's the derivative of that? Well, that's going to be low d high minus high d low all over low low. So here we go. Low, t to the 6 plus 5. D high, 3t squared. Low d high minus high, t cubed, d low, 6t to the 5th, all over t to the 6 plus 5 squared. Okay? So what did we do? We took the power, we multiplied it by the power, we kept what was inside the same, but we reduced the power by 1, but then you got to multiply by the derivative of what's inside. So what the heck do you get for this? Well, on the bottom, I think we're going to get t to the 6 plus 5 cubed. On the top, let's see, It's basically 2t cubed times t to the 6 plus 5 times 3t squared minus, and then I'll just do this real quick, 6t to the 8th. So then let's just combine these. Let's multiply them. 6t to the 5th times t to the 6th plus 5 minus 6t to the 8th. This is where I don't know how they want me to do this. So let's keep going. Let's distribute. So 6t to the 11th plus 30t to the 5th. So that's that, and then minus 6t to the 8th. So, I don't know. Kristen, you could factor out a 6 if you want. And then you got to rearrange the order. So t to the 11th minus t to the 8th plus 5t to the 5th. On a test, Kristen, I think I would have accepted that. I would have accepted that. I would have accepted either one of them. All right, I hope that helps. Have a great weekend. Boom!